Good morning. Welcome to Mayor's Weekly, and I hope you're enjoying this pretty fall weather as much as we are. And moving along with projects, and in previous Mayor's Weekly segments, we've told you that we would give you updates on the projects that we have working, and Kathy and I are going to do just that this morning. Two projects that we want to provide updates on. One is Sherer Auditorium / City Hall, and then the pickleball project that's underway just a short distance from Swan Gym. Kathy, you have provided remarkable leadership in bringing this City Hall project to where it's at today. I think I told you early on, and I'm been talking about how it should look and that sort of thing, and I said I'm smart enough to know that I'm not going to make that call, and the ladies will make that call. So I think I've been good to that.
Yes,
I've stayed out of the way. If there's any earth moving that needs to be done or whatever, I'll handle that. But Kathy, we excuse me, we have moved along, and we had a slowdown, and that was driven not by the contractor not being attentive to the job, but the architect did the design work. A part of that design work, as you would expect, is the configuration for the heating and air conditioning system, and the original design work called for a single unit that would provide all the heating and air for that facility. And once the contractor got involved and began to reach out to subcontractors for the installation of that piece of equipment, they learned that delivery was far in the future, and to the point it was unacceptable. They came back to the drawing board and came up with a three-piece configuration, which was going to add something like $100,000 to the cost of the facility, and and we said that's unacceptable. And they finally worked out that the original design can go forward and they can get the equipment on a timely basis. So that lets us ratchet back up on the project. And with that, Kathy, I'm going to let you give the folks an update on what's happening.
Okay, well, we have one of our city employees, Billy Wade, boots on the ground, who's there every day working with our contractor. And I just got off the phone with Billy, and I asked him to provide that update for us, to let us know what's been going on this week. And he has indicated that the windows are on order. And I believe, Mayor, he says there's a sample of how the windows will look that's probably located on the area that would be in your office. So if you drive by there, you may be able to see a sample of the windows. He said, of course they are. If you drive by, you'll see that they're grading the front of the building, and they're about to start some rock work in that area. He's indicated that the plumbing on the first floor, the main floor of the facility, is being worked on now, which that is new. They've been in the basement area, but now they're upstairs. The plumbing is in for the fire extinguishing system, so that was a big holdup. They had to get that done before they could do some of the other work on the first floor. Let's see if there was anything else. He just that they are continuing with working towards getting some of the foundation type work done for the elevator.
Well, Kathy, I said we know that we had a slowdown. We had a pause really in construction because of the HVA system issue. And we know that the contract, and I was asked this question just a few days ago, says that it will wrap up by the second week of February. Because of the pause that came about, because I'm doubtful that we'll make that timeline, but the council, and let me underscore council, because it'd be a council decision to grant leniency, extend time on that contract, and I'd be surprised if our council would not do that.
That's correct. And, the contractor hasn't talked with us about an extension, but, obviously there's been some slowdowns that he's not.
He had no
wasn't able to
control
work
over,
with. Right.
and certainly to try to enforce the contract and maybe cause the taxpayers of this city to get less than what was bargained for, I wouldn't be for that for a minute.
Sir. No,
And
sir.
the one thing I'd say about if you're driving that area, you see how the front part of the original structure, the concrete pad has been taken out. That's part of the design work. You'll see city equipment there. One of the things that we were able to do after the contract was awarded to Constant Construction by the council. Again, the council had to award that contract, not the mayor. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
We negotiated with Costin for our folks to do certain pieces of work, resulting in hard dollar savings, and so that's what when you see that equipment out there, we're not subsidizing the contractor, we're lowering the cost using our equipment labor. Is that right,
sir.
Ken?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, another thing, if you're driving west to east, you cross Town Creek, you'll notice there's a large pile of stone there that's on city property, big pieces. That material is not going into City Hall. While it's on city property, that material belongs to Jasper Main Street and will be incorporated into a beautification project that they have planned for Town Creek, and that probably will not get underway until City Hall is finished. What we envision at this point, the council has not approved this, but that area where the stone's at will probably become a parking lot, and we will have a pedestrian bridge across Town Creek. Is that right?
Sir. Yes.
So we're excited about that. Now, Kathy, we've talked about the popular subject of pickleball, and so excited that we have a very, very nice project underway. The weather has been perfect for earth moving and site preparation. That we haven't been hindered by rain at all. And Kathy, I know the contractor, when that contract was let, said they thought they could be finished by the end of the year. I don't know. It's getting close to 60 days away, but nonetheless, we'll get wrapped up. But let's share what you know about where we're at on that.
Well, if you go by there, you'll see that the grading is complete for the pickleball courts up around Swan Gym, and we know that the contractor has ordered the materials. He came by one day last week, towards the end of the week, and talked to us about ordering for the lighting that's going on.
I know I was going to ask you about that, Kathy. That's not an incandescent bulb on a pressure treated post. The lighting is pretty extensive and rhyming with that, expensive, isn't it?
It's very expensive. If we hadn't have been able to utilize the state bid for the lighting, this type of lighting would probably been very difficult for the city to have really purchased, because they will be top-notch lighting. And we have ordered it for the Swan project, pickleball courts, as well as the pickleball courts and tennis courts that will be over at Percy Good.
Well, Kathy, none of us know what sort of winter we'll have. I read one prediction, I read another prediction. I read enough predictions to know it doesn't seem anybody knows. But I think what we can say with reasonable certainty is that by the time we begin to see some sunshine and warm weather in the spring, we'll have a nice pickleball facility in place,
Yes,
and the
sir.
lights working and ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Right. And Kathy, I guess it's just my nature to talk about money, and I think it's certainly relevant to talk about these two projects, City Hall and pickleball court. And you probably, when it's all said and done, it's probably going to bounce off of $9 million, wouldn't you guess?
Yes, sir.
And that's a lot of money, and so pleased that these things can be done without any nail biting and that sort of thing. We can go forward with complete confidence, make them happen, and all of it factors in to building a better Jasper.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's our mission. So, if you have questions about the projects or anything else relating to this city, please let us hear from you, and we'll move quickly to get you answers, and we will look forward to being with you next week.